My dear brothers and sisters, welcome to Sur Sangam Reflections from Jaipur. Last Sunday, we spoke about that beautiful topic. You are the light of the world. You are the salt of the earth. We all want to be light of the world and salt of the earth. And often this happens because we are observing the rules and regulations given by God. Moses gave them in the Old Testament. And in the New Testament, we have Jesus speaking on the mountain and telling them that you need to be like that. But the difficulty, my dear friends, is often when these rules and regulations or so-called niyam, they are not followed in a proper way. When the people of Israel were following these rules, they were knowing that they are the chosen people. But slowly they were forgetting them. But now there were people who were telling them, you need to do it. They were the Pharisees and the Sadducees and the lawmakers. But something was turning against. And when Jesus came, he said, we need to follow the radicality of these laws, not merely the lip service to those laws. What was happening at that time was such that people were burdened with these laws. And very often it was for the people who were poor and the ordinary. And there were many small rules and laws and regulations which were totally redundant. And that was the problem. And therefore today Jesus says, I have not come to remove the laws, but I have come to fulfill. What did he mean by that? He said that we need to observe them according to the spirit of the law, not merely the letter of the law. That is important. Dear friends, that is important even for you and for me. For example, Jesus said, you should not murder someone. That is the law. But much more than that, you should not even go against them or hate him or spoil his name. That is as good as murdering a person. Similarly, he said, you should not commit adultery. It was said to you. But much more than that, you go be radical. In other words, love a person for her beauty, but not with lustful eyes. And many other things which were necessary. That is why Jesus said, it is like Sabbath is meant for man and man for Sabbath. And therefore the necessity of the man is very important. That is why he said, I have come that they may have life and life in all its abundance. मेरे प्यारे भाइयों और बहनों, नियमों को हमें जरूरत है। नियम नहीं होंगे इस संसार में क्योस हो जाएगा। और इसीलिए हमें नियम दिए गए हैं और ईश्वर के भी नियम है। लेकिन प्रभु हमें याद दिलाता है ये नियम जो है हमारे मददगार होना चाहिए, हमारे लिए, हमारे जीवन के लिए है। और इसीलिए चाहे वो कोई भी नियम हो, वो किसी के खिलाफ नहीं होना चाहिए, किसी भी कम्युनिटी के खिलाफ नहीं होना चाहिए। जब ऐसा होता है उन नियमों को हटाना जरूरी है और ये हमें मन में रखना चाहिए, क्योंकि भाईचारा उससे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है, प्रेम करना ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है, एक दूसरों के लिए हम प्यार करना ज़रूरी है, ताकि हम एक ऐसा सोसाइटी बने जहाँ पर हम खुशी से रह सकें। तो आइए आज इसके बारे में हम थोड़ा सोचें। जो भी नियम हमने दिए गए हैं, क्या वे हमें हेल्पफुल है या नहीं है? अगर नहीं है तो हम उनका उल्लंघन न करें, बल्कि उसके अनुसार चलने के लिए कोशिश करें। My dear brothers and sisters, let us therefore observe the rules and regulations which are given by God, but always for our good, not against someone. Once we do that, we will be having a beautiful society. Thank you and God bless you.